You know that feeling when you grab the cheapest shotgun mic you can find on a clearance rack, set it up for an interview, and then spend the next hour trying to fix hiss, dropouts, and a Bluetooth connection that never quite pairs. I've been there, and the regret that follows makes me double-check every purchase decision. That's why I wanted to see if the TASCAM FR-AV4 Plus DR-10L Pro bundle actually feels like a smarter buy instead of another budget fails later story. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the hesitation most people have with a multi-piece interview kit isn't about price, it's about complexity. You're buying a field recorder, a separate talent recorder, and 2 Bluetooth adapters, and suddenly you have a mini studio in a backpack. The question becomes, will all those pieces actually work together in real time, or will I end up juggling cables and apps like I'm trying to conduct a circus? That's the risk I tried to unpack before hitting record. The FR-AV4 is Tascam's answer to the one-handed, all-in-one recorder that can handle multi-channel audio for video productions. It's paired with the DR-10L Pro, which is essentially a tiny, clip-and lav mic recorder you can give to your talent. What makes this bundle interesting is the inclusion of the BT2 and BT1 Bluetooth adapters, letting you stream audio from both units directly to a phone or camera without running a long cable. In theory, that sounds like the perfect solution for run-and-gun interviews, podcasts on location, or documentary shoots where you want clean, synced audio but don't want to lug a boom pole. I tested the setup on a typical day of field work, a morning interview at a coffee shop, a quick walkthrough for a product demo, and an evening sit-down with a musician in a noisy bar. The first thing I noticed was the Tascam Recorder Connect app. After pairing the FR-AV4 with my phone via the BT2, the app gave me a live meter, a level adjust knob, and a simple record button that mirrored the hardware. That instant visual feedback saved me from a classic rookie mistake setting the gain too low and ending up with a whisper-level track that needed massive post-gain. The same app also let me monitor the DR-10L Pro's feed through the BT1, which is handy when the talent is moving around and you can't see the recorder's tiny LCD. From a practical standpoint, the strength of the bundle is the flexibility of having 2 independent recorders that can still be tethered wirelessly. During the coffee shop interview, I clipped the DR-10L Pro onto the interviewee's lapel. The talent's voice came through cleanly on its own track, while the FR-AV4 captured ambient room tone and any follow-up questions I asked. Later in post, I could decide whether to keep the dual-track mix or blend them for a richer sound. That level of control is something you rarely get with a single mic solution that forces you to choose between close-up and room sound at the time of recording. The hidden trade-off shows up when you look at battery life. The FR-AV4's internal lithium-ion pack lasts roughly 8 hours when you're recording multi-channel WAV files, but the Bluetooth adapters draw extra current. In my day-long shoot, I needed to swap the BT2 battery halfway through to avoid an unexpected disconnect. The DR-10L Pro, on the other hand, uses AA batteries and can get through a full day with a single set, but you still have to remember to keep a spare pair in your kit. If you're planning marathon sessions, those extra batteries are a cost you can't ignore. Another practical nuance is the latency you get with Bluetooth. The connection is stable, but there's a half-second lag between the audio the app displays and what's actually being recorded. It's not enough to ruin a take, but if you're trying to sync the audio with a video cue in real time, you have to be aware that what you hear in the phone isn't exactly what's on the file. For most interview work, that isn't a deal breaker, but for live streaming or on-the-fly syncing, you might prefer a wired solution. Who should buy this bundle? If you're a freelance videographer, a podcaster who shoots outside of a studio, or a documentary filmmaker who often works with multiple subjects in uncontrolled environments, the combination of a full-featured recorder, a talent-centric clip-in, and wireless streaming is a genuine time saver. It lets you keep the primary audio source on the FR-AV4 for your camera, while giving the interviewee a dedicated recorder that you can later pull separate tracks from. That dual-track workflow is a huge advantage when you need clean dialogue, but also want to capture the natural ambience. Who should skip it? If you're a beginner who only needs a single mic for basic vlog recordings, the bundle's complexity can feel overwhelming. You'll end up spending more time learning the app, swapping batteries, and managing Bluetooth pairings than actually recording. Likewise, if you're a studio-bound podcaster who records in a controlled environment, You're better off investing in a high-quality USB mic and a simple audio interface rather than